it's talking season right now. We're getting closer and closer to kickoff. I want to get your thoughts on this 2021 season specifically. We'll start specifically Gamecocks, and I'd love to hear just the overall analysis of the SEC and kind of conference winner stuff like that. But for South Carolina, because the question shifts to, and the question I get all the time, what are the first-year expectations? What are reasonable first-year expectations? I think South Carolina's not the only team that feels this way, but, man, I know a lot of SEC fan bases are so glad to see the non-conference return because last year you couldn't hide from it. Hey, if you had deficiencies, you were going to get beat up. Your record was going to be ugly. It was going to reflect that. Now, hey, you know what's perfect for our first-year head coach? Opening up with Eastern Illinois, going to East Carolina week 2, which I think could be a tricky game, but having those, like you said, the offense is going to have to figure itself out early on. The defense, this entire team is going to have to kind of build things and kind of figure things out as they go, having those non-conference games. And if you look at this South Carolina schedule, Jake, I mean, just the front half, Eastern Illinois at ECU, of course, at Georgia, a tough one, but then Kentucky at home, Troy at home, at Tennessee, Vandy at home. I mean, you're looking realistically, this could be a team that starts 5-2. Some people even said 6-1, and I am cautious to be that bold because I still have to remind myself, call it what it is. This is a program that's won 6 games the combined last 2 seasons. But I think getting to 6-6, Jake, I think getting to a bowl game in year 1 is a reasonable expectation and is a reasonable goal. And if you can do that, if you can get to a bowl game in year 1, I think that is a success in Shane Beamer's first season. When you look at this schedule, you look at this team, brand new coaching staff, hey, brand new quarterback, what are your first-year expectations for South Carolina under Shane Beamer? What do you think would spell a successful first year for him?
Yeah, well, I think making a bowl game is very doable because you got to look at the landscape to me. This isn't just about South Carolina. Outside of Georgia, because I think Florida's going to take a step back a little bit, what they've lost, the East is wide open. I mean, it really is wide open a little bit. I actually have Kentucky finishing 2nd and Missouri finishing 3rd in the East. I got Florida finishing 4th. That's what I kind of think. And listen, I think Emory Jones is a pretty good player, but I think Dan Mullen's trying to get out of there. But you're not going to finish last because Vanderbilt's in the SEC and they're in your division. Tennessee is an absolute disaster right now. They had more people leave Tennessee this offseason than they did Egypt, 500 million years ago, whatever that was. And then you look, South Carolina, while you have some deficiencies, you've got a decently easy schedule early to get some momentum to start saying, hey, guys, listen, all the stuff I told you in the offseason about doing stuff right, look, it's working. It's working. Guys start going, hey, man, like this, like Coach Beamer, like this is working. Like we can really do it. Now, going to Georgia is going to be a tough one. Obviously, I got them. I think they got a good chance to win the national championship. But I don't see any reason why South Carolina can't go to a bowl game this year. And if you were going to get into the East at any point in time, as dominant as Georgia is, right now the getting's good. That somebody there looking, and listen, I know Florida won the East last year and played Bama pretty well, but with as much as they lost, I think South Carolina's got a chance to get a few surprise wins, get the ball rolling early, get some momentum, and kind of see where it lays. But I don't think a bowl is out of the question by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, that second half of the season, just in case you don't have it pulled up, at Texas A&M, bye week. Florida, which, speaking of that Florida game, they catch Florida at a really, really interesting time. You've got that one at home. You're coming off a bye week, and Florida will be coming off of the Georgia game. So you never know. Following that, though,
and they've already played Bama. Bama. Which
exactly.
You don't just recover from those the next week.
Right.
I mean, that's where the trainers really make their money.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more people in the hot tub than at the Playboy Mansion, man.
For sure.